Hey YouTube, Dan from Southall Computing, and we'll be installing a third-party navigational mod for a Pioneer AVIC-X710BT, and that's coming up next.
Warning: the following video is performed by a trained professional. It is meant for educational purposes only. Please do not attempt to try anything you see here. Enjoy.
Hey YouTube, Dan from Southall Computing, and today we're going to be doing one of my favorite navigation mods for the Pioneer X710BT. On the screen is also a list of Pioneer head units that are compatible with this navigation mod. Before we continue, we should actually check out what the original map looks like. Now this might be a little altered here since we're using the 4.0 firmware hybrid mod already, so some things might look a little bit different compared to your unit. Okay, so that was a brief demo of the navigation on how it looks with the 4.0 hybrid mod installed. Coming up next, we're going to replace it with one of my favorite mods.
Okay, so this is my favorite nav mod for these particular head units here. It's, I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly, but looks like it's pronounced Diaftia 3.6 mod. What we're going to do is, well actually I should say before we do anything, you should grab yourself a copy, and I'll put the name of this particular zip file here and the description below, and you're basically going to put it into Google and you'll find the shared link and you'll grab it from that location. Once we have it, we're going to right click, say extract all, next, let the directory appear. Next we're going to open up our SD card, which in this machine is the D drive. I'm going to move that over, and we're going to copy everything over to it, just like that. Now that the copy is done, we can remove the SD card and move back onto the head unit.
Now that the mod is successfully installed onto the SD card, let's go ahead and get it installed. So first, we're going to take out the blank SD card, as always. Going to put in our SD card. Okay. Next, you need to restart your head unit. Right there. Now before we continue, it's worth mentioning that this mod was originally created for the 3.0 firmware, but it does play nice with the 4.0 firmware as well. So as you can see here, the creator of this mod took great lengths to make sure that people did not mess up their head units. So for this particular one, since we have a 710, you can see we want option number 1. We're going to install the mod for that. So let's go ahead and click on OK. That was actually a pretty good test here. So if you ever run into this where you run out of space on your particular drive here, you could delete some maps. Now which ones should you do? Let's see. We're going to go into the device and check out the maps section. So that's my flash disk and app 2, I believe. I go. And this is content. Yep, content and then map. Now I'm going to change the view to details. So this is basically a complete list, and obviously it's going to have the North American maps. So right off the bat here, I don't think I'm going to be traveling to Mexico with this head unit, so I'm going to delete that one. And then if I scroll down, the Virgin Islands, don't need that. I don't need Puerto Rico. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That should free up enough room here. So let's go ahead and close that window. And we're going to say reboot to restart the mod. Now that we're back at the main menu, we're going to try option 1 again. So let's hit OK. Yes, it wants to acknowledge us here. Once the copy is complete, take out the SD card and then reboot your unit, but we already know that. Once everything is completed, you'll get this, a nice green square with an OK. It's not an actual button, it's just a window that we're going to close. And close that one. And we're going to say restart and then remove the SD card to check out our new mod. Okay, that's how you install that particular navigational mod. As you can see, there's so many more things you get here, like right now the GPS is having an issue with the tracking, but that's because I'm indoors. The nice compass, the refined clock, your current speed, elevation, which will eventually come in, and as well as this relayed out side menu here, where the total miles to your destination, the next turn, the ETA of when you'll arrive, and you can change that to pretty much anything you want here, just by the minutes if you prefer, or the actual arrival time. A better setting menu, mute the audio or delete the route right from this main screen right here. That pretty much wraps up this episode. As always, if you like what you see here, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment. This is Dan from Southall Computing, and as always, until the next time.